The Indian Air Force is seeking new fighters through its multi-role fighter aircraft acquisition program, which has been dragging on for years. India's intention is to acquire up to 114 new advanced combat aircraft, which will be linked to an extensive technology transfer program for Indian companies. Among the main competitors is the Swedish fighter Gripen E, from the company Saab, which has been trying to sell its fighters to the Indian government for a long time. News published this week indicates that Saab has given assurances to India that it can maintain an annual production rate of between 20 and 25 aircraft for the Indian Air Force if the Gripen E is chosen as its new multi-role fighter. With this production rate, the delivery of the 114 planned aircraft could be completed in a period of 5 to 6 years, counted after the start of manufacturing, or something between 7 to 8 years after the signing of the contract, as it is normal for the effective start of aircraft manufacturing will take some time for final negotiation adjustments. It is not entirely clear, however, whether this production pace would be with the planes being made in Sweden, India, or a mixed production, as local manufacturing is part of the Indian government's requirements. In any case, manufacturing the Gripen E in India should not be a problem, as a local Gripen E production line was set up in Brazil for an order of 36 units, a number much smaller than the possible Indian acquisition of 114 units. A fact that could favor the Gripen E in the dispute was a recent agreement made between the government and Indian companies with General Electric for the F414 engine to be manufactured in India. This engine was chosen to equip the local Tejas fighter, and is the same engine used by the Gripen E. This means that, with the choice of the Gripen, the local manufacturer of the F414 engine could serve the assembly lines of two different aircraft, expanding the scale of engine production and reducing costs. In the case of other competitors, even if a local fighter assembly line were established, their engines would certainly come ready-made directly from the manufacturer to only be integrated into the respective aircraft in India. In addition to the Gripen E, competing for the billion-dollar Indian contract are the F-15EX, Rafale, Fa-18 Super Hornet, Eurofighter Typhoon, a customized version of the F-16 called the F-21, and Russian fighters such as the Su-35 and MiG-35, the latter certainly with less chance of victory due to the war in Ukraine, which is reducing Russia's ability to serve external customers and even causing delays in deliveries of weapons already acquired by some countries. According to news published a few months ago, sources within the India Air Force would have classified the F-15, the Gripen and the Rafale as the best positioned competitors in the dispute, although this classification could be changed as the manufacturer's proposals are refined. The acquisition of new multifunctional fighters is fundamental to the Indian defense strategy, which sees air power as a great weapon to counter the growing Chinese military power and the modernization of the Pakistan Air Force. The Indian Air Force currently has just over 30 squadrons of combat aircraft, and plans to reach at least 42 squadrons, which will require a large number of new fighters, not only to expand the number of squadrons, but also to replace the old Indian Air Force units operating in the existing squadrons, especially the MiG-21 fighters, which are due to be retired in the coming years. This need for new fighters will force a decision on the winner of the multi-role fighter aircraft program in the near future, otherwise the Indian Air Force may suffer a reduction in its combat capabilities. And you, are you betting on which fighter to equip the Indian Air Force? Leave your opinion here in the comments. Thank you for watching the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and see you next time.